Maybe asking yourself, what is this about? Well, same quick attach plate that had the plow on it. I needed this for the plow anyway. I had this laying around. I figured might as well get this to fit that. And it was a really tight fit, but I'll show you how I dealt with that. It worked out pretty good. Yeah, let's get to it. That's in rough shape right there. I might just want to get some new cylinders, I think. Looks like it's got some welds on it that aren't too great. That's all right, we'll run it for a bit. And if we need to, I'll get some new cylinders. This one's in pretty hard shape anyway. Well, they're both in hard shape. So I've got this crossover valve or cushion valve or whatever, so that if you hit something with the plow, it'll bypass to the other side. Maybe I can just mount it right there, keep it out of harm's way a little bit. Then the cylinder hoses can just go loop right around. And then I got two new lines that go up to the tractor. I hope that they're long enough. I think so. I didn't want them too long, so I didn't want to have a bunch of extra hanging out. So I guess what I'll do first is just get the hoses mocked up. I got some adapters to go from quarter to half. And since these are 1/2 inch, I got a 1/2 inch hose because the crossover valve also has 1/2 inch ports. I assume it's in one side and out the other, but I don't know.
There's no instructions with it. Ah, shoot. Let me go to their website and see what I can find. I don't want to ruin the thing.
Well, there's the diagram. It doesn't mean a whole lot to me. You have V1 and V2. Unclear if this diagram is how it is, but if this is to be believed, you go in here, out here, in here, out here. I guess we're just gonna have to try it. I'm gonna just do them up without thread sealant. No, it must be through this way, because I can see the valve on the other side. This is a rather satisfyingly heavy block of steel here. Conflicting results on the internet of whether or not NPT needs thread sealant or not. I'm probably leaning towards yes. I'm just glad they actually go together. One problem I do see here, there's no swivels in any of this, but I'll take the cylinders off and just twirl them on there if I have to. Yes, before I fill the end of that with dirt, I should put these on. I got both male ends for this. I feel like it's probably a little bit more okay with weather and dirt. I'm gonna keep the female ends up on the boom of the tractor. Again, I'm gonna pull this apart and probably put sealant. Fun times. Knocked myself out with the end of that. That'll be funny. Look out. Well, that's something. Just like welding, don't come here for hydraulic tips either. I don't know what I'm doing. I believe the saying goes, enough to be dangerous. But yeah, some sort of a tool would make sense for that. Time for some more fun. Geez, that one was a lot easier. This hose is of a different vintage on this side. It's not so good, but for testing purposes, it'll be fine. This cylinder, on the other hand, she has seen better days. Places where swivels could be a good thing. When I replace these, I'll have to think about swivels. Go get the tractor and see what this does. working, but it's slow, so I don't know if I have that connected right or not. I want to hit this with some Scotch-Brite before I completely blow the seals out of that. I'm sure they're already toast, but just assume the bottom's good. No problems. It's all smooth underneath. Right? All right, let's look for leaks again. Well, looks like you just gotta get the air out. These are still leaking, so I guess I'm gonna pull this back apart now that I know that this is gonna work. And this seal somehow is not leaking. I don't know how, but and then I need to attach this too. So yeah, I'm gonna put some Teflon tape on those and run them together, letting the pressure off. Funny, these ones aren't leaking, it's just those. Wonder if I just need to tighten more. See what I can do, I guess. Like ideally, I would rather not take it back apart. That hose is not long for this world. Problem being, no swivel yet again, but I'll take that out and flip it around, I guess. If I can now. When I had it up before, there was tension on it in such a way that I could not pull those pins. I guess I'll just keep going on it. I guess I should probably get this adapter in first. Sorry if my coat's rustly. Yeah, those weren't tight at all. Gee, I wonder why it was leaking. I'd actually like to get another turn on these too while I'm here. I don't know if I'll be able to go all the way around. I don't enjoy working on hydraulics. Half the battle is just trying to figure out what you need for fittings and whatnot. By golly, that's another turn. Turn this around. Yeah, this is... Of course, I can't help but think it'd be easier if I just went and got the right size wrench. But where's the struggle in that? The struggle is life. Just a little bit of cooperation is all I want. That's sitting good. Now, does it leak? These were semi-loose. I can't help but think that that's not how you want that. Once it's during business hours, I think I'll email these people, ask them some questions. I looked at the website. While yes, they had some diagrams and data sheets, they didn't mean a whole lot to this guy. I'd like to get this one a little bit tighter, but I'd also like to push it out all the way and take the Scotch-Brite to it more. If I can run these, I'm gonna extend them out and put the Scotch-Brite to them. Now, putting those back in could be a treat because they're single acting. Oh boy, I never even thought of that. Now the bottom side is pretty good, actually. Okay. Might be able to jam it in there with the plow, I don't know. We're learning. Yeah, I may have made a huge mistake shoving these out. I don't know. I guess I can always unhook the hoses and take the ends off and push the fluid out. Yeah, so that was really stupid. I don't even know what to do to put them back besides letting it go, which given the way these are still leaking, I guess I can pull those apart. I'm just afraid that there's actual real pressure on here now. All right, so let's just undo everything we've done and start over basically. Oh yeah, we're making real nice messes now. Environmental disaster 101. That's me. Good news is I can push my cylinder back now. Nothing like a nice bath and hydraulic fluid. Get you all lubed up. Keep your joints from squeaking. Sorry, I'm not a very good cameraman today. I'm covered in oil, so I don't want to handle the camera too much. I know that there's a subtle art to putting this stuff on too. I don't know what it is. Do not have the technique. Maybe that's it. I highly doubt it, but you know, I have better tools for this. 15-inch crescent wrench has entered the chat. Do I have a socket that'll fit that? These sockets are getting a little rusty anyway. It's perfect. What do I feel like? I'm about to lose some knuckle meat. Yeah, that's just continuous flow out of that forever. Anti-corrosion plow. Good luck painting that anytime soon, ever. Do you want to go against rotation, right? Or am I just making that up in my head? No, because that'll unwind it. I'm gonna go with it. Somebody wants to educate me on this, let me know in the comments. I've never cared enough to go look up the right answer, but I've always kind of wondered. I'm probably putting too much on, or not enough, I don't know. Yeah, throw it on the ground, sure. Should have known this was gonna be a thing, like a mighty struggle type thing. And just throw my clothes away when I'm done with this. This hose is shedding rubber faster than I don't know what. Boy, I don't know. If that leaks, then it was just meant to. Yeah, throw that in the dirt, you idiot. Hydraulic systems love dirt. Well, let's do that again on the other side so that it can just continue to leak anyway. Probably. While we're here, might as well shove our cylinder back. Oh yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I guess I'm gonna have to put more hydraulic fluid in the tractor when this is over. Well, at least I didn't get it in my eyes or anything. There's that for a bonus. Yeah. The bath isn't over yet. It's not. Best part is all the hydraulic oil. Can't grip anything. It doesn't smell the best, but it's better than final drive. Never underestimate your ability to take a new part and make it look like it's been around for 10 years. Like, thinking about this too, probably screwing these in dry with no oil or anything probably wasn't the best move either, but I also fear that once I get this buttoned up, it's just gonna start leaking somewhere else, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Everything's covered in oil. Sure. Yep, no, this'll be easy. Knock this out before lunch. Yes, sir. At least they start fairly easy. Get one more squeeze on this. Well, if that one leaks, I'm just gonna let it, because I'm not man enough to get it any tighter, that's for sure. Crescent wrenches, while helpful, they are far from ideal. Calling that good. I can't grip any of the tools anymore, so fine way to treat your brand new hydraulic fitting. Just let it roll around the gravel. It's all right, you better get used to that way of life here. That's how I roll. Oh, the lubed up hand actually helps in this case, believe it or not. What's the go-to on these? If they can be tightened, just keep tightening, I'm assuming. If this hose wasn't screwed before, it probably is by now. Got it in a figure 8 over here. You hold that. I think probably before I get too wound up here, I should probably locate this. Oh yeah, since they're full of air, it's not even hard to deal with. Still with me? Understand if you're on the edge of jumping, this may not be the most compelling video. It's definitely slippery though. Yeah, all my tools are over there. Cool, cool. Luckily, this isn't like a crane or something deathly important. Oh, somebody's probably cringing so hard right now. watching this thinking, what is this guy doing? And the answer to that is I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of like how that ended up. A little extra Teflon tape hanging out. Don't need that. We're almost there. Yeah. There, simple. I need to grind this down smooth because these are gonna ride right on that. All right. Oh my gosh, I got oil on my plow. Oh, it makes it shiny. Yeah, detailing it. That's cool. Go over there, you can go over there, you can go over there. Might as well distribute this corrosion protection. Keep it minty fresh. There, just like new. Gotta go through the whole bleeding process again now. Whoa. Just going up so I can see it. Friggin' beauty. I think that'll do nicely. Oh yeah, somebody made a mess. I gotta pick up after them. Unbelievable. I gotta adjust my chain better and actually hook the other side of that up. Probably just gonna run a bolt through it, really. Coffee break. All right, I had to relocate a little bit here. I found a suitable little bolt to hook this on. I think that'll work just fine. It'll allow me to get that pin out if I need to change the cylinder. Found a bolt for this side to hold that on. It's not a U-bolt like that, but I think it'll be okay. I'm just gonna try to tighten this bolt up a little bit. Just kind of seems like a crescent wrench day. Yeah, or maybe I need to get a socket. Yep, I think that'll work. First thing I want to do is build, I want to put something like right here that comes up, or something here that will just, this can rest on. Maybe something like that. Just a piece of angle iron, I think, really is all I need. Just cut the angles right on it and call it a day. For the record, I don't like using those though to guard, but I don't know where it is. Yep. I think that'll do just fine. Tempted. Just stick a piece of angle iron right in here. It's almost perfect. The way it lines up. I could put a weld right along there and on the bottom. Probably be enough, really. I don't want to do a piece on down here just to back up these brackets. Oh, it's already bowed out in the middle. Alright, I need to just take this off. This is stupid. Well, that's not what I wanted. It's alright, it almost makes this easier. Now, I cut this piece from the bottom, but I think I can put it up here. Not exactly straight. Had to go rescue my wife. The the belt on her super old car with lots of miles let go. It split down the middle and was flapping. So I went and cut it off and nursed it back home. Went to town, bought a new belt. That'll be fun. Nope. Yeah, 2022 Mazda CX-30 with 45,000 miles or so. And the belt let go. How much old junk I've driven around that had probably the original belt. It's just weird. Anyway, where were we? Cut this and get this ready and weld this crap on, because I have car to work on now. Big old crack in that. This is not the right wrench. This needs to be a standardized thing. I'm so sick of these being different. This isn't the right one either. AutoZone must be proud of these flap discs. 14 bucks. Alright, that's just a rest for this. Now, maybe that when I'm using this, I might end up pushing down and not realizing it and mangle that piece, but I'm not worried about it. These here will be just fine. Just wanted to give it a little bit more stiffness. I say this project is done for now. I'm gonna stick it back on the tractor and take it down back. And I gotta work on the wife's car. Actually, that's not entirely true. I want to get my little, I want to get the jib set for this. Oh yeah. I want to hit this weld again too. Get it out of the pile of dry leaves first. Hitting that weld seam. So if I dimple the bottom, it should give me what I want. Potentially just go all the way around it. Yeah, I need a bigger hammer. Hitting all four sides should make the whole thing a little bit smaller. I don't think it needs to go all the way down. Yeah. Well, that kind of did what I wanted. Alright, let's just hit it some more. Seems to solve a lot of stuff. Hey, look at that. I am worried about it jamming in there. Maybe when I have a little bit more energy, I'll finish beating this thing down. Look, a welding table. About time. I'm gonna put maybe I'll just cut this That's not very straight. This will make more sense next time you see it. Friggin' glass is fogging up. Seriously. This has been Backyard Welding with Steve. This is going to become the hook end. I'm going to cut this off right here. And then I'm going to drill a big hole right there. Now what I need to do is put something on the sides to limit how far it'll go. I don't want it to get jammed into it. Hitting that works pretty good. So right now, without forcing it, at 15 inches of engagement, probably I'll pull that back to 12. I think I'm just gonna weld some pieces of steel on the sides. This can't be the best we can do for grinders. I know there's a new system out there with like some locking, I don't know. Seriously? Oh, frick. What a mess. MIG welder is just too much work to pull out. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Wow. Don't look at that too close. That's an atrocity. It's alright, it'll do what it needs to do. Seriously. Question is, will it pick up one of those 18-foot beams? I think it will. The tractor's flexible more than anything. It just isn't a good solution. Again, I didn't want to spend $1 million. I have a 3-ton hoist I can hang off of there. Yeah, anyway. Calling that one done for now. When you get a chance to use it out here, use it real quick. It's about 7 feet as it sits. Let me tip that back and see how far it'll get from the ground. Of course, the plow being on there. About 16 feet. It's about 16 feet. Should be plenty for what I need to do. Certainly a lot higher than the tractor boom will go on its own. Obviously the plow won't be on here when we're lifting. I could probably actually pull the plow off. Now, question is, do I reinforce this from like here down to those points? I don't know if it's going to be necessary. I don't know. What are the difference in welds from the flux core welder to the MIG welder? I mean, these are ground off a bit, but they're so much nicer. There's nowhere near as much spatter. Might even hammer this. No, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't have time to be messing with stuff like that. Well, it'll hold me and a plow, so it's like 500. Well, probably like 600 pounds. All right, enough messing around. Of course, I'll take this off and it'll snow immediately. Everything's mud. Tired of it, Grandpa. I love these. They're big. I like to have some bigger ones, really. That hole might have been a little bit too tight. I don't know. Once it starts snowing, I don't expect to be swapping this on and off too often. Big nail works good for a punch. Channel locks, however, do not work good as a hammer. Holy cow. Got him. Cool. There, that's a lot more purpose looking without the plow on it. I like it. So I don't realistically know how much I'd be able to lift from this position with the bucket curled down. But, you know, typically like something like this, you wouldn't be maxing it out. It's just heavier than a person can lift, or 2 persons. Also, it's really nice and dry down here now. All right, well, here's the second equation to the quick catch plate. This is something I've wanted. I don't like how wiggly that is, but what do you do? You need more for picking up. A little wiggle to it, but this won't be used often. This is more for the plow. This is just a bonus feature. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and tell your friends.